Welcome back to Arcadia, everybody. It has been a bit since we've been back here, but we are back here at our little midway point for where we're going to be doing our main base out here in the middle of the lake. And I wanted to start working on something today because, I've been here for a week, but I'm already, growing out of my storage, as you can tell. Especially down here. We are completely full of stone. Something we got to do about this. So I'm hoping today we can build a massive storage system. I haven't built one of these, but it should be able to do a full sorting. Everything I can throw at it, boom, sorted. And then I don't have to do anything manual. Oh, it's going to be so good. I want to build it right here in the middle of the lake. We can build everything around it and build up this whole amazing lake area. We got to drain out a lot of this area. All of this has to go down. So maybe someone will help me out. I think Zunti wants to help me out. Maybe she'll come over. But yeah, there's all of these boxes have got to get drained out, and that's going to take a little while. But why don't we get right into it, and hopefully we can get this whole area all prepped up and ready to go. Welcome on into this giant hole that I made, and of course the amazing Zunti helped me dig this out as well. But yeah, there was something like, I don't know, 200,000 blocks in here or something, but we hammered it out over like 4 hours and just chatting and digging. But we got this thing all done, and oh my god, it looks quite amazing from down here too, how big this area is. I think you're probably getting the feeling that we have a lot of resources to gather, because let me tell you, we mined out 200,000 blocks, probably need to put about 10% of that back. So yeah, I gotta go see what my material list is like, but we're gonna need so much redstone. So hopefully Randy's redstone, someone left some stuff for there. Hopefully, maybe I can go pillage that. But let's see how gathering all this stuff works, and I'm gonna try to build this all up in one go, but it may not work out. So let's see how that happens. Well, check out this project. I mean, whoo, man, obviously beautification is in process, and these portals I still need to hook up. I haven't done it yet. I've wanted to get through testing everything, and I want to show you a bit of how it works. I'm going to try my best here. I just ran this for a little while, and check it out. We have some stuff in here. Filters are working, so I'm super excited to show you this thing running. Here, let me show you the box. We got this box right here full of a bunch of random stuff. We got stone, granite, gravel, some flint, diorite. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. And so what should happen is this is bulk storage down here. So I'm hoping we get whatever, this much stone, so 4 stacks and 46, sitting in a shulker box right down here when this thing's done being sorted. But the way you run it is very simple. Here's some of the beautification problems. We get a box in here if we want, and we hit this button right here. But before I go ahead and do that, I want to talk a little bit about some of the systems that are set up here. I mean, we're going to try to quiz myself here and see if I know how they work. So this whole project was put together by Gangles, and there will be a link in the description to both a video talking about sort of a tour of around here and how all the systems work, as well as just a direct link to the like Mediafire, Google, I don't know, whatever. There's a world download somewhere. You can go and grab this and some schematics and all that sort of stuff. But just quick off the top, this part over here is where most of the magic happens. So this thing is what allows you to sort multiple items at a time. Basically, each one of these slices where there's this colored glass means you can sort one different type of item in here. So this one can be sorting stone, while this one sorts granite. And we're not going to see this in full power, but the full power of this thing is you can have up to 9 different shulkers, basically all sorting different items at the same time. It's quite powerful. And then the rest of this sort of filters around, and then all of this is basically what handles actually filtering the items out. So if I go up here to the roof, whee! Up here, there are a whole different sort of chests. All of these are what actually handles all of the different sorting. So I think if we go this way, we should see all the ones that we are using up in this area. Or maybe not, maybe it's on the other side. Hold on. Ah, sure enough, here they are. Here's all the deep slate we have been sorting. So there's 2 of each thing we want. And then obviously these are blocker items, so nothing else gets sorted. But we go in here, here's the diorite. I still have to go through and do all of these. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, and all of this sorting through here. And then down here is what handles shulker loading. So if we have some shulkers and want that bulk storage, it's gonna get all handled right. Where is it? Right in, I can't find it. It's like right in here. Oh, right here, here they are. So in here would be a whole bunch of shulkers. So this is where we'll load our stone, our gravel, all of that sort of stuff. And they should all appear right down below, just like I was talking about. But why don't I go ahead and hit this button now that our shulker is in there and we can see this thing running. Check it out, these lights are going, letting you know it's running. Over here is the first item that's getting loaded in this slice, probably stone or whatever it is. And then as we keep going, it's gonna go all the way down this way, one after the other. So why don't I just speed this up really fast? You can sort of see it moving around. It's pretty cool. And once our shulker is all done, it gets sent straight up here and comes right back around. It's gonna get munched. Munch. And then here we go, we start sending stuff around. There's gonna be a whole bunch of ka-chunks going on over here. And yeah, you can hear that. And then in just a second, we should start seeing stuff fill in over here or down here, whatever I said. They should start popping up right in here. Easy as pie. Oh my lord. So check it out. 4 and 46. We got all of our granite, all of our diorite. So you may have noticed these are not full shulkers. And the reason for that is if you wanted these to be full, you would have to have some buffer somewhere and blah, blah, blah. It would basically make this a whole lot bigger than it is. So if you're putting things in bulk like this anyways, you're probably putting in a whole bunch of stone. And so in here, you're going to have all of your backups and all of this. So it's not going to be that big of a deal if they're only partially, and you can always combine them afterwards. Now, the real test is going to be filtering all of these we got from digging out our base right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and set up the filters for all of these items and then throw them through, and hopefully it works out just all right with no problems. One can hope, right? Well, we got some boxes down here now. Quite a few boxes, actually. And yeah, it went through pretty well, but to be honest, it was pretty slow, but that is pretty expected. If you're sorting the same item a lot like that, it does end up taking quite a while. What this machine is really good at is sorting a bunch of different stuff all the time. So you can tell these 2 boxes, let me put them down. These 2 boxes here have quite a unique set of items going on here. And all of these items are items that I've set the filters for over on this side. you know, it only took like 3 hours to do this one side, but this whole side is ready. So all of these items, when I am sorting, should come through and find their appropriate place in here. So I'm excited to see that. We'll see them sort of lined up like this with the deep slate, all just in here in the right spot. So I'm gonna go throw these two right in here. And then over on this side, this light right here, I need some signs in here, man. You can't see anything. But this light tells me, hey, there's stuff in here that hasn't been filtered. And if we look in here, we have iron ore, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. But it's on this side. I'm going to filter it like way down here somewhere. Now, I'm going to go get back to setting up the filters for that side, but while I'm doing that, why don't I run those boxes through the machine? Check it out. Worked like a charm. We've got prismarine, we've got some coral, we've got end stuff over here, and one of these, man, I really need labels. This is bad. Hold on, one of these, there it is, a cha-cha. We have a whole bunch of stuff in there, so working like an absolute charm. Now, I have about another, I don't know, 4 hours worth of work here. I have to go set up the filters all on this side and set up the bulk filters for these. How these work is a little bit different. And go set up all the logs up here to let you know what the bulk items sorted up. There's a lot of stuff to do, okay? So I gotta go do that, and then let's see. Oh, this is the multi-item sorter back here behind me. This thing does unstackables, so armor and buckets and other unstackables go back there. Maybe I'll show that off after I get all these filters working. Let's get to working on that. Righto, many hours and, well, days actually later, and all of these filters are in. I mean, check it out. We got all of these ore up here. I really want that block. All of these ore up here. We got all of these filters over here, like husbandry stuff over here. We got job blocks. And on this side, like I mentioned, I went through, did all the bulk filters, all of these down here, all of these up here. I need to get my sponges back from Kai. I loaned them out to let him do something. But yeah, we got all of the filters running, and this is actually the rest of my storage is being filtered right now. So this is everything. I think this is everything from my house over there getting run through the storage. And so hopefully after all of that, this is going to be all done and all sorted. But this is obviously not a very nice place. And if this is the main storage, we're going to be here for hours, right? Throughout this whole season. And so we have to make this look actually nice. So I think I'm going to try to make this big and rocky and like dingy in here, sort of like you're in a cave. Maybe I'll do something in the middle here. I'm not sure, but yeah, we gotta make it look nice down here, man. It looks not nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go get working on that, and hopefully when I pull y'all right back in, this looks just absolutely amazing in here. Okay, I did a little bit more work off camera, but check out the storage room now. Absolutely amazing. We have all of these floors in here. I added some of these mossy brick wall, whatever thingamajigs down here. But yeah, and we got the wall back here. Just, oh, it's lit up so well. We have this chandelier. Maybe some of the lanterns have fallen off. Yeah, and then back here, this is stuff I did off camera, but all of this back here is all of the unstackables. So if we go and check, some of these might have some stuff in them. Yeah, and here we've got the boats, so they get filtered up to here, but I'll just manually put them down here. And I'm just so happy with the way that this whole thing came together. And I think down here, we have a little bit of overflow down here. So if our chests ever overflow or whatever, there's not enough room back there, which is not gonna happen, ever. There's so many chests. But if it does, they're gonna come down here into this spot, and then there's a little bit of an enchanting setup, because might as well, and as well as my bed down here. But it's just so happy. I finally have automated storage and don't have to spend so much time manually sorting things anymore. Now this section over here is not done yet, and it's going to have to wait because my main build is going to be on top of here, on top of the lake. So all of this is going to be covered, but of course we need a way in, and that's going to be through a tower or drop chute or something down to, I fall, down to here. And so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do up there first before I finally connect everything together. So we're gonna have to leave it at that. I'm calling it there, everybody. Thank you so much if you made it this far. If you got to the end of this, however long this video is, I would appreciate it if you drop me a like. That would help a whole lot. And I hope you'll stick around for the next one where maybe we'll finally get to actually doing something up top. I don't really know yet. Anyways, catch you all later. Goodbye.